Hey, welcome to day 15 of our baby sleep tips. I'm so glad you're joining me because today is like one of those big burning questions. It can be so frustrating when your baby has a 45, 50-minute nap and you're like, what is even causing this? We dive into this really in the nitty-gritty in Sleep Baby and navigating naps. But I want to give you the core reasons why today so that you can start making some changes to help get past those 45 to 55-minute naps. Because goodness knows we all want amazing naps. Now, we are going through our 60 days of daily baby sleep tips, so make sure you subscribe, but let's dive into this. First of all, if you didn't know who I am, I'm Anna, the owner of Little Wing Sleep and certified sleep coach. So today, what are we talking about is those 45-minute naps. That can be a range anywhere from 35 to 55 minutes, depending on the baby. However, when we're talking about these naps, what I want you to do is make sure that you track things for a couple of days. You can use our sleep tracker or just a piece of paper, but make sure it's consistent. And it's really hard when you're in the middle of it and you're in the depths of motherhood or parenthood or fatherhood to actually make sure that you remember what happened when. Like, I know that I kept forgetting, like, was a 50-minute nap? What? This morning? Second nap? First nap? I don't know. So make sure you write it down and then you can see some consistencies in it. When we're seeing a one-off 45, 55-minute nap, I'm not really concerned. Why am I not concerned? Because it is one full sleep cycle. And so that tells us we've had enough sleep. We've gone through all of the stages of sleep to be able to go through a next full awake time. I am concerned if I see it consecutively. So one off, that's just life. Some naps are going to be shorter, some are going to be longer. However, we want to always be aiming for naps beyond an hour. So if we're seeing it consistently, why are we seeing it consistently? There's always a reason why. And I like to have at least like 2 to 3 reasons why before I change anything in baby sleep. So let's get into what is happening. First off, 45 minutes is how long a baby's sleep cycle is. A baby's sleep cycle consists of 4 levels of sleep: level 1, level 2, deep sleep, and REM sleep. All of them have different purposes for the brain and the body, so just remember that we want to make sure that we get through them all. The last one can often be the one that we miss out on if we have a 20 to 30-minute nap because we're overtired. Yet that's our brain and development and memory sleep. And if we don't get that sleep, those memories just go out the window and we have to learn them again. So 45 minutes is the transition of sleep cycles. And so babies, basically when they are waking up at that 45, 55 minutes every time, they're telling us that they're having trouble with that transition. And so we're really addressing what is happening in that transition. And this is why I want you to write it down, because it gives your nap timing, gives you a really good clue as to what's happening. Awake windows, so those periods of time between naps, so it might be an hour and a half if your baby's like 3 months old, or 2 hours or so when your baby is 4 or 5 months old. Those windows of time between first nap and second nap, or whichever naps and bedtime, that is a buildup of chemicals in the brain called adenosine. A baby can only handle a certain amount of a buildup in their brain before they need sleep. And if they have too much of that, then they get a release of cortisol, which is our fight, flight, or freeze hormone. This is why babies kind of go crazy. And if we don't have enough of this buildup, if we haven't had enough of awake time, what can happen is it means that we don't have that drive to sleep. The incentive to go to sleep is really it's not there. And so then they can wake up struggling at that 45, 55-minute nap. Now, this is only the case if your baby is going to sleep independently. Why is that the case? The reason being is you can mess with sleep pressure as much as you want to. You can have extended awake windows, shorter awake windows. You can go all over the place. However, if a baby is used to having something or someone else put them to bed, so they're used to breastfeeding to sleep or they're used to rocking to sleep, then they're going to need that every time they transition sleep cycles. Sure, they might get 2 or 3 hours, but eventually they're going to be like, hey, I actually really need some help getting to sleep. Now, if an external method of getting to sleep is working for you and your family, there is no judgment here. I am not pushing anyone. However, if it is not working for one of the three of you, so say mom, dad, or other caregiver or baby, then it's time for change. Like if baby's not getting the sleep that they need or they want, and they're waking up grumpy and they're overtired, then we know that they're indicating to us, hey, this isn't working for me. Or if it is getting more in depth and getting more elaborate every time. And so when a baby is using something that they do not control to go to sleep, then what they're doing is like they're saying, well, where did that go? Oh my goodness, that got me to sleep. And now I don't know how to do it myself. I need you, come back here. And it's kind of like this anxious feeling of like, well, I don't know how to do this, but I know I still need sleep. So I'm going to cry to call you for you to come back here. And that's okay if you're willing to do that. However, we want to make sure that baby is feeling safe and confident in the crib. And we're able to do that through teaching them skills by allowing them to feel safe and calm and collected, to be able to go, I am still tired, my body is still tired, so I'm going to go into that next cycle of sleep. And I know how to do that, and I feel safe doing that. We don't need to leave our babies to cry. I don't actually really do crib hour because I find that it causes unnecessary levels of crying. We're better off to address what is the core issue. Baby is feeling unsure about how to get into that next sleep cycle. And so our role as caregivers is to provide consistency and clarity on how to get into that next sleep cycle. And how do we do that? We teach them how to get into that first sleep cycle so they're able to transition into that next sleep cycle. If your baby is having trouble with that, then I would definitely recommend checking out Sleep Baby, our online course, or reaching out to us. We're more than happy to help. Subscribe, and any comments below, I'll try and check out and answer for you too. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Hey there, Mama. Are you feeling exhausted, frustrated, and just a little defeated? I hear you, and I've been there, and thankfully, I can help. Let's teach your baby to sleep. I'm talking 10 to 12 hours of sleep each night. Little Wink's Sleep Baby program uses a science-based, gentle, parent-present approach that fosters healthy attachment while teaching independent sleep skills. We don't believe in letting your baby cry it out. This program includes everything you need, such as our insider strategies, both on night sleep and naps, as well as extras like our monthly live Q&A.